Hello neighbors, Combat Quilter here. If this is your first time watching, thank you. Please make sure you like it and subscribe. Helps me, evaluate how I'm doing. Before I get too far into the video again, I would like to make sure I thank my fairy godmother for gifting me this wonderful piece of equipment, my Gamma Statler longarm, in which I made several quilts of valor, and that's what I'll be doing here tonight as well. And by tonight, I mean, yes, it's late. I get it. That's the nature of the beast. I'd also like to thank Cindy and Larry Culbertson for coming out and showing me the way. Great folks. Definitely am where I'm at today because you all took the time and came out here and showed me the right way. And Larry, thanks for your wonderful tips and tricks and always being there when I got a bazillion questions, mostly mechanical, that nobody else can seem to answer. Anyway, before I get started, I need to go ahead and apologize to Sergeant Major Shepard. I do apologize for breaking one of your rules and drinking an energy drink. Now that I figured you were retired and out, that those rules are null and void. So this is a zero sugar energy drink, but sometimes you just gotta, burn the midnight oil and have a little more energy. Not that I'm like Hammy from Over the Hedge, but I could be. We'll see. Oh yeah, Ultra Peachy Keen Monster. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now there's a bazillion different ways to load a long arm. We're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run through it, and you can watch. And I'll talk in some points. That way you can hear what I'm doing and maybe see me or not see me, whatever. Some people like to be all OCD and start in the center and work their way both directions, and some people like to use red snappers. And like I said, there's 100 different ways to load a long arm. You do what you need to do to make it best for you. Pinning is where my comfort level and zone is. I just got the backing fabric. Oh, like to thank Timeless Treasures for the backing. They sent me I don't know, like 6 bolts of backing fabric, and I really wanted to dig in and get this special quilt made. I'm not going to reveal the recipient. Obviously, I'm doing it tomorrow. Why not wait till the last minute, 10 o'clock at night before the day before that you're going to award a Quilts of Valor, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. The funny thing is I have several Quilts of Valor that my mother and I have created, and other people as well, that I've been waiting to get long-armed. And by waiting, I mean it's me. I just haven't got to them yet. For a long time I was doing one customer quilt every day and one Quilts of Valor every day. And then I got away from that to focus on some other stuff. And by other stuff I mean my health, but we're past all that now. So let's get back into this groove. And I can't compete with that Clarksville lady up there, Dawn, but I'm surely going to try this year. And again, not that it's a competition, but a little friendly competition never hurt some of us military folks, because that's what helps drive us to give a better result in the end. And some of us work better under pressure, some work better as a procrastination event, and it's the whole thing. Whatever. You do what's best for you. And these are those corsage pins. They're what I found have worked best. That's what Cindy said to use, and that's what Gamma brings, and so that's what I've become accustomed to and like them. I tried the magic pins, and they're just not as easy to grab a hold of as the heads of these monster corsage pins. All right, got the front side done. We're gonna move around to the back side, get this thing taken up a little bit. And as you can see, there's a few wrinkles in it. I got this magic spray that I spray on it. That's one in a magic spray bottle, and just spray it out over the quilt. it usually takes about 15 minutes for it really to take effect and work good. So we just spray it out there, let it sit. We'll keep rolling it and move on to the next part. And like I said, there's a bunch of different ways to load a quilt onto a long arm. This is the one that I figured out that works best for me. And you know, Army efficiency, the more things you do the same way, the faster you get at them. So I can load a quilt, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or so, and we'll be up and rolling. And like I said, it works for me. We'll see. Got all my bobbins wound and ready. I'm going to use medium gray thread. I'm an Omni fan, so I like my thread by Superior. I get it at Linda's Electric Quilters. Corey and the folks down there take real good care of me, so cheers. And I use these paint stir sticks and yardsticks. My good friends Rick and Becky taught me how to do this, and they also showed me how to use that magic mirror method underneath. That way you can just shine a light and see the bottom of your quilt. And again, there's a whole bunch of different methods. Feel free to figure out which one works best for you. I don't baste in between just the batting or anything like that. I do it all in one shot. And yes, I probably should start from the middle and work my way out, and I should start from the belly bar and move towards the take-up bar. But again, figure out what works best for you and roll on with it. I'm a little bit more OCD than most, so this quilt was made by I don't know. It was either me or my mom. I almost think it's mine. Because I think the other one had different borders on it that she wanted that she liked better. I don't know. Hard to tell. We do so many of them that... Alright, that's just about right. Let's get this thing fired up. I'm going to go ahead and set my origin, just in case for whatever reason I lose power. Can find its orientation again. And for whatever reason, my machine does not like to move from way down there from right to left, but loves going from left to right, so that's normally where I start. And I don't use a basting stitch, I use a regular stitch. It helps keeps the quilt a little bit more square and makes it easier to bind because it's got that good tight stitching right there along the edge. Nice smooth as I go down. I'm not pulling, just pushing the fabric as I go down. And come down here and pull this, and that wrinkle will go right out of it. Poof. Just like that. I am a big fan of the Gamma quilt clips. Slide down here. Quilt measures 63 inches, so in the computer on my program I'm going to type in 62.5 because at 60 inches you lose about a ½ inch of shrinkage, and then that way that last row isn't cut off any or that you have to shrink it any. Of course, with the Palin 80-20 batting that I'm using, that's just the math that I figured out that works best for me. And of course, this is the dog tag pano from Sweet Dreams. I'd say 90% of the panographs that I use are from them. I am starting to design my own, so stay tuned for those. I got my first one uploaded and ready for purchase. Hope to do one every week. Alright, just like that. Let's get rolling. Alright, looks like we're having thread break issues. Or so it thinks. Oh, yeah. Came off the spindle, that's why. Let's try it again. There we go. All right, enjoy the show. Alright, the benefit of being in the other room sewing is when my machine dings, I can come out here and roll it and get on with the next row and back to sewing whatever project I got going on in the studio. This evening just happens to be the binding for this quilt. The benefit to the gamel is we can relocate or roll the quilt based on the last stitch, so I just use my paint stir stick as the marking point, roll my quilt to it, stretch out my batting and attach the clips, and away we go. we go, row 2. On three. All right, let's trim this batting off, get this quilt unloaded, go get it trimmed, get the binding on it, even get it awarded tomorrow, or today, whichever way you want to look at it. All right, neighbors, that's all for now. Happy quilting.